everybody, I hope you're having a nice day and I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. If you follow us on Instagram, ours wasn't brilliant. Unfortunately, Jasmine got really poorly. She started off with a cold and then it got to her chest, so we ended up kind of, half doing Christmas and half not having been able to. But she's better now and that's all that matters. And we basically just sort of shunted some Christmas traditions and did them a couple of days later. But yeah, I was kind of all excited about Jasmine's first Christmas and what it was going to be like. And if you follow me on Instagram, I posted a photo of her and that was literally at the beginning of Christmas Day, and then pretty much a few hours after that she was really not very well, so poor little thing. But I'm here today to talk to you about all the amazing things that we've done this year and to tell you what's coming, what's in store for next year. So I've done this type of video a few years now, well 2 years now, because I haven't been vlogging for that long, and so it's kind of a bit of a tradition and I really like doing it because for me and for the team it's nice to watch it, to look back and see what we've done, and then for you guys it's also nice to know what's coming. So yeah, it's a nice video to do. Normally I've made an amazing list of everything, so I'm super organised, but today I've not done that because Christmas has been a bit manic. I haven't really had the chance to do anything like that and get myself organised. But anyway, I'm going to try my best to remember everything that we've done, which is quite a lot. I'm going to try and go through the year and see if I can remember everything. So January we launched the PDF Club. That was the first year that we've done it and it's been a super success. It's been a much bigger success than I ever thought it would be, and it's been brilliant to be able to get more patterns out there, and this is a way that we've been able to do that. Because obviously doing printed patterns is amazing, but it's very expensive and it does take us longer because we get the instructions hand illustrated, and so we couldn't afford to produce that many patterns. So the PDF Club gives us that chance to release more patterns into the wild, which has been great, and it's just been so nice to see so many of you join the PDF Club. And although I'll be talking about this a bit more in what's coming next year, we will of course be doing the PDF Club again next year. So the PDF Club launched, and then with that came some new patterns like the Nancy dress. I'm not going to be able to remember them all now, the Juliet blouse, things that you haven't seen before. And we were also able to get through the backlog of patterns that were just classes and things that I've kind of designed over the few years and haven't been able to get them out into the wild. So it was great to get them all out there, and I think pretty much now most things are out. We're still going to do pattern releases in terms of the printed patterns, that they will first be classes and then they'll be printed patterns, but most of them now are all out there. So if you haven't, if there's a pattern that you're waiting for, it's pretty much likely it's going to come out this year. So yeah, PDF Club, and then we also launched 2 online classes. We had the Chloe Coat and also the Intro to Knit online class. Again, both of those were really well received, and we definitely want to do more of those next year. Again, I'll tell you more about that after this. What else did we release? We had the Elsie dress pattern, and we had, oh my goodness, come on Lisa, the Eve dress, the Eve dress and the 1940s wrap dress. So we managed to do 3 patterns this year, which is great. It's always what we aim to do, but sometimes it doesn't happen, so we're really pleased that we got those out. What's my favourite? I think probably the 1940s wrap dress for me, for winter, and Eve dress for the summer. I'm not saying I don't like Elsie, I love Elsie, but in terms of day-to-day wearing, I probably wouldn't wear Elsie as much as the other 2. So I feel like Elsie's a bit more of a special dress, whereas the other 2 I'd probably wear to work, or I was wearing to work. So yeah, we released those. We also were at the shows, so we were at the Knitting and Stitching show in Olympia, and we were also at the Knitting and Stitching show at Alexandra Palace and the Handmade Fair. We didn't do the Great British Sewing Bee show because it was just too much for the team. They were all like one after another, the shows in September and October, and it just would have been too much, but we are going to do it next year. So yeah, always love going to the shows because it's great, because it gives us a chance to come out and meet more customers that we don't normally meet, and I love hearing about the makes that you're doing and answering your questions, and yeah, it's always nice to get out, and it's nice for a change of scene, because although my week is really varied, yeah, it's different from that. I always think it's like a non-work day. It's super fun just being out and chatting to everybody. What else? I'm gonna have forgotten stuff. Why didn't I write it down? Well, we opened a new shop. That was pretty big, and that was not part of the plan. So basically our lease was renewed and they put the rent up in our old Islington shop, and we also had damp in the basement and it wasn't getting any better, and basically it was just easier for us to move. So we moved to the new shop, and that was something I wanted to do in 2 to 3 years time, was to get a really big shop in Islington. So it sort of fast forwarded a few years to do that. So it's nice that it's done, although it nearly broke me, and I think some of the team, it nearly broke them as well. But we're still standing. We have a beautiful shop to show for it, and yeah, I'm really excited about starting the next year with this amazing new shop, which has got so much fabric and so much space, and it's such a, you know, great location, and yeah, very excited. So that was probably the biggest thing that we did. We also opened an office in Hackney, which predominantly was because I needed a space that was near to home to make work life with Jasmine easier, but also some of the team live in Hackney. Sorry, that's our washing machine. And yeah, it was easier for them, and we basically didn't have enough room for everybody in the shops anymore. So it's nice to have that separate space, and it's such a nice commute for me. I can just walk with Poppy to the office, and yeah, it's 10-15 minutes. So nice in London. That has to be one of the perks of running your own business, that you can basically locate yourself and the team to a place that's good for you. So definitely please have done that. Oh no, Jasmine! Jasmine's waking up. No, Jasmine! Let's see how long I've got before she really kicks off. Sometimes when she's in her bed, she'll just like be happy jiggling around, playing with her toys. Other times she needs to get up quite soon. Yeah, so I think, yeah, those are the big things. Obviously I had Jasmine, which non-work related was the biggest thing that's ever happened to me. I was really scared about, I don't know, not scared about having a baby. I was scared about what it would do to my business drive and my ambition, and I was worried that, yeah, I just wouldn't want to go back to work. And actually for the first 2 months, I really didn't want to go back to work, and I was sort of thinking in my head, how am I going to run this business without being there? Is there any way I can kind of steer the business into a way that that will happen? But actually by 4 months I was, you know, really keen to get back, but torn at the same time because I didn't want to leave Jasmine. So we've been so lucky that we were able to have Jasmine looked after by her family, so by Matt and my mum and my mother-in-law. So I don't have the same guilt that I think maybe I would if I was dropping her off at nursery. I don't know. Got that to look forward to. But yeah, it was really nice to be back. I'm just annoyed, not annoyed, but it's sad that it was kind of so intense. So obviously launching the Lisa Comfort magazine, that was something that I planned and wanted to do and thought I could take on, and I could, but not as well as sorting out the shop and closing another shop, and yeah, that was too much. But I think so my first few months of being a working mum have been pretty intense, but at least now they're not going to be as intense as that, so I've proved that I can do that, and that was not sustainable. But yeah, January feels like it's going to be really easy. I mean, it's obviously going to be busy, and there's so many other things that I've got in the pipeline that's exciting that we're working on, but nothing that's the same as what I've just done. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going back to work and hopefully being able to separate it a little bit more than I have been, so I can spend proper Jasmine time and proper work time, which was always the plan. So yes, so I'm probably have forgotten some of things. I hope I haven't, but let's talk about what's coming. So next year we will be launching the PDF Club again, because it was so popular, and I know so many of you guys so many of you guys enjoyed being part of that, so we're doing that again, and this year it will be completely brand new patterns. So 12 brand new patterns that you've never seen. So we're working on those at the moment. We've got a gorgeous new pattern to launch with, but I'll make sure I'll tell you about that properly in another video, because I always worry that I'll get the details wrong. So that's coming back. We are also planning 3 online classes this year. So things that we haven't done before, really good skilled things. I want to tell you what they are, but I can't. But yeah, there's 3 very good online classes coming that will be sort of spread out over the year. So we're hoping to do, yeah, 1 more than we did this year. We are also going to be releasing printed patterns. So if there are a couple of class patterns you're like, oh, I really want that, and they haven't released it, we're going to be releasing it. So keep your eyes out. And yeah, we're hoping to do at least 2, maybe 3. Then also you'll be pleased to hear I'm working on my next ebook. So I think the most popular thing that we've ever done has been that ebook, my capsule wardrobe city break. So following on from the same theme, my capsule wardrobe, I'm doing another one. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that will be coming out towards the second half of the year. So yeah, look forward to that. I think that's all the big stuff that you guys need to know about. There's always other things that are going to be happening. On the Lisa Comfort side of things, so I obviously launched that last year along with the magazine and some lifestyle bits, and there's going to be more of that kind of thing this year. So the magazine will continue. We will look at doing a subscription service. I haven't actually had the time to look at doing that, but I want to do that because I know that some of you want to know that you can definitely get it, and you'll be getting it before everybody else as well. So we'll be looking at doing that. The magazine will be quarterly, and it will have a pattern with every issue, and hopefully the next issue will also be able to have a few more pages in it. I would love the magazine to be really big, but unfortunately it's a lot of money to do what we've done in the first issue, but I'm hoping that we will be able to put a few more pages and a few more interesting features in the next one. So I'll more on that. But I've also got the biggest thing that I've been working on, which I can't tell you about, but in spring I'm launching something quite big. I've been working on it for over a year now, so I cannot wait to get that out. And there'll be more things, other kind of lifestyle-y bits and bobs coming through the Lisa Comfort channel / site / brand, as yeah, I work on that. I'm also working on patterns for Jasmine, so not for Jasmine, but for baby patterns. So I've had a lot of requests of that since I was pregnant, so it feels like the right time to do it. And so we're working on those, and hopefully they will be out at some point in spring. Yes, so lots of things happening. Yeah, it's going to be a busy year, but hopefully a really nicely busy year. Often someone wrote in my card, I hope you have, one of the girls, I hope you have a great Christmas, Lisa, great, you know, here, and hope you get a relaxing time, and see you in 2018 to do it all over again. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be busy again, but it's not going to be as busy as it was this year. So trying to do, it's amazing to think all of that we achieved with me being off on maternity leave this year. So next year will be busy, but it will feel like, hopefully, not so mental as this year. But yeah, one thing, whenever I interview people for So Over It, I'm always like, this is a busy business. If you're looking for a kind of sleepy, plodding along business, this isn't the business for you, because we're always growing and changing and pushing and, you know, doing new things, and that's because that's how I like to do things. So it means it keeps it exciting, but it means you always have a busy day at So Over It. So yes, lots coming, guys. And I'm going to continue vlogging on both channels. So at the moment I'm vlogging on my other channel every other week. On this channel it will continue to be every week. We're going to do some more makes for the team as well, because I know you love those. Also, I can't promise when it's going to happen, but we are planning on doing a shoot on other models. So I've wanted to do this for a while, but to shoot on other people apart from me, so that you guys can see it on different figures. So we are planning to do that, but it's taking a lot of work to try and get that, all the samples made and fit it in, but bear with us, we are going to do it this year. Also, we'll be at the shows, so we'll be going to the Knitting Stitching show, which is our next one in Olympia. We'll also be going to the one in October, which is at Alexandra Palace, then the Handmade Fair, and we're going to be going to the Sewing Bee show as well, which is in June, I think. So yeah, lots of shows, 4 shows, and we'll also be doing our exclusive kits, and we are looking at some very exciting packaging to package them in, so they come in a really lovely packaging box thing. So more on that when it's ready. More of everything. Anyway guys, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your break over Christmas, or rather Christmas New Year period. We will be back on the 2nd of January. Keep your eyes peeled for a January sale as well. We never do our January sale on Boxing Day, or rather our after Christmas sale then, because I like to give the team a proper break. I think it's really important that we get a break over Christmas. It's the only time we can kind of switch off. So we will be doing our January sale, but it will be once we're all back. So yeah, keep your eyes out on that. Anyway, Jasmine is definitely starting to kick off a little bit. I think I need to go get her. I will see you all next year. Bye!